parents, we need some straight talk today. There's some urgency to this topic. Our children live in a digital world, online gaming, social media,
Chat rooms, and the worst is this endless scrolling. I'm pretty sure you know about that.
yeah, and they are not harmless. So we can't close our eyes because we do not understand it, because it affects their life, their friendship, and even their faith.
So basically, if we don't step up as gatekeepers of our home, someone else will.
Yeah, and at the Family Oasis, we really believe that parenting is never passive. God gave us the mandate to teach and train our children, and not like someone that we don't know in a chat room or on an online game or an influencer in social media. It's our responsibility to do so. So we'll take back the reins and buckle up to be, as you said, the gatekeeper of our home.
And of course, we don't parent out of fear. That's important, but at the same time, we don't want to surrender because everyone is doing it.
Yeah.
God gave us a mandate to protect our children. We're basically here to disciple them. And if we don't speak up, someone else will.
Yeah, and our kids don't need us to be their buddies. They need like parents that take decisions. They need leaders, and that's what we are. And that's maybe what you need to tell yourself too. Don't give in because like seemingly everybody else is doing it. Be and become the leader in your home. Make the decisions, the protector in your home for your kids, because this is not a game and it is more dangerous than we really know. What really started this YouTube video was that I watched a documentary on this, where the urgency was really elevated, and even just like police and people like working in this environment to keep kids safe were very alert in saying, you parents, you have the responsibility to know what your kids are doing because the dangers are many.
And one big danger is actually online predators. They are grooming our children over some games like Roblox or Fortnite. And these studies, there's actually a statistic that they say, for example, in 2023, there was a study in the US, 85% rose.
Yeah, the online predators rose 85% more.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to also explain the word grooming, because these are people that mask as kids in the games and they want to create a relationship with your child over days and weeks and months, and then eventually they will ask for inappropriate images or photos, or they even want to like meet up with them, and they put them really under pressure. That's why it's so important for us parents to know who they're talking to and what about they're talking to, what relationship they're creating online. Is it healthy or non-healthy? So it's an ongoing conversation we need to have with our children.
And of course, you heard about addictions. According to the WHO today, they recognize that gaming disorder is actually a real diagnosis.
Mm-hmm. And cyberbullying. Now, 1 out of 5 kids have experienced cyberbullying and later also deal with like self-harm or depression. But we've also heard of suicide with kids that just didn't know another way out than to kill themselves, which is so sad and just shows the danger that is in those online forums or chats.
And when you give your child a device with unlimited access, you are basically handing them over to strangers that don't love them the way you do.
Mm-hmm. They more want to harm them. Some of them want to harm them. And if our children step into this online world, they have to deal with radicalization, with manipulation, with hate speech, with sexual violence. And they're often left alone in that.
And I love what Shamira said. They are often left alone, depending on the quality of the relationship. So it's for us to actually approach them, ask them questions, basically build a relationship and be interested in the online world. Mm-hmm. Ask them questions. Who are the friends you talk with? What are the games you play? And so on. So they have an ear. Actually, what happened, maybe it's strange the first time we discuss with them, but over time they will know that they can trust us and come to us to speak.
Yeah, and also like maybe if you're just starting off, depending on what type of people your child is talking to really sit down with them and look at the chats and what they're saying. This might seem like a bit frustrating or humiliating, depending on what your child is writing for them. But don't forget, you're the shepherd, you're the gatekeeper. So take these measurements, sit down with your child, even probably they won't want you to, but let it be like a weekly check-in or a monthly check-in where you look at it together and explain to them how important it is, because you need to keep them safe and that is your responsibility. What really helps in that too is to create screen-free zones, like not having their screens in their room, so they're more like in an environment where everybody's together so they can't really hide something, or at the dinner table. Make it like family rules that you write down together and speak about together, more as a husband and wife telling your kids. Or if you're a single parent, maybe you'll take a good friend to you in like running through your ideas, or maybe asking them what they do so you can implement that in your life too. Because we don't want our kids, or we don't want to hand our kids over and have them babysat by social media, we want to take back the reins in our own family. So keep the conversation rolling and just invite your child to speak to you about different topics. If you watch a documentary like I did, like we even have watched when our kids were younger, like one with all of them together so they could see it from another vantage point, which helps a lot too if it's not always coming from you. But just like keep the dialogue open so they, as Hugo already said, they know you're a safe space. And if they cross the boundary with somebody once and they maybe speak too long and this person is asking for this inappropriate photo, they will quickly come to you instead of trying to hide it.
And it's not about fear, it's about intentional parenting. We are the gatekeepers of the soul of our children, we're the protectors, and that's a God-given mandate that we received.
Yeah, be really encouraged. This video should be an encouragement for you to step up and not be passive, as we said, because you have everything you need in your home to do so. And let's give a little homework for this week. Number one, like set a new boundary for screens in your home. You might have a screen-free time during dinner, might screen-free other times, or you might shut off
Internet
the Wi-Fi. Exactly. Number two, pray for your child daily. Pray over their mind and over their heart. And number three, just like keep this conversation ongoing, that you are staying interested about the gamings or the social media that your kids are in, like ask about the influence they like best. Just be interested and create this relationship in knowing what your kid is doing. Parents, we can't control the world, but we can build Christ-centered family that stand against it. And as parents, build resilient, strong kids that are able to stand against this online world or the predators or just the harm that comes against them. And this is what we at the Family Oasis stand for. We want to tell you, you are strong and courageous to do so. This is a heavy topic, and we don't want you to feel like fearful or like just like overwhelmed. Like, we want you to take a hold of what God has for you and your family. Take a couple of minutes after this video and really ask God, like, what do I need to change in my family to keep my kids safe online? Mm-hmm. And if you found this encouraging, convicting, or a little hard, come back next week for a new topic and share it with a friend that needs to hear this today. Until then, bye.